Hey, Adela here from notaclass.com, and I wanted to share my 5 tips for having a fun Easter math egg hunt where your students can review most of the problems that you've covered so far this school year. I have written 16 problems for grades kindergarten all the way to high school for your 9th and 10th graders who are in Algebra 1 or Geometry. So all you have to do is cut these problems out and put them in these eggs, and you might even include a little treat with the problems. So your students will go around and solve the problems on their recording sheet. I like to copy the recording sheets on pretty colors like pinks or greens. Also, I do the same with the math problems. So option 1, I call it solve and swap, or just solve, or just option 1. But you want to cut one example. This is problem 16. So you want to take the problem, you can roll it or fold it, place it inside the egg. They fit perfectly in there. You scatter these all around your classroom or outside, and your students have to go and find the problems. So they open it up, they look at the problem, and then they solve it on their recording sheet. Your recording sheet is going to need a clipboard or some kind of whiteboard or their notebook so they can place it and easily write as they go along finding the math problems. The recording sheet has 16 rectangles on here, so they would have to match the problem number on the little slip of paper here with the recording sheet. So this is number 16, and they would answer number 16 down here. And with this option, you can have them solve the problem, and then they can either go look at the answer key to check, or you can let them know that you will all review the answers at the end. Once everyone's done, you will go back to the classroom or go to the carpet area and go over all the problems so that students know if they got it right or wrong, and maybe you want to discuss some of the strategies that they've used in solving the problems. Another option is having, once the students solve the problem, they come to you and you check if they did it correctly or if they have to redo it. Now, once their answer is correct or once they're done solving the problem, you can have them roll back the slip and they place it back in the egg, and then they put it back where they found it. Now, if you don't want students to put the eggs back where they found it, you can have a bunch of eggs with the same problems scattered all around your classroom or scattered outside. I usually have them put it back, so that way I only need 16 eggs, but if you have more eggs, do what you want. And you can choose to have a piece of candy or some kind of trinket or small toy or something with the problem inside the egg. They keep whatever treat is in there, and then they also solve the problem. Or we can go with option number 2. So option 2 is what I call mystery egg or surprise egg. And in that case, some of the eggs might just have candy. So they take that piece of candy, boop. So they take that piece of candy and keep it, or toy, or whatever you have inside that surprise egg, and you have them return the empty egg wherever they found it. Or instead of candy, you can have a challenge in there. So you might write something fun on a piece of paper or a slip of piece of paper and have them do some kind of challenge, like go to your teacher and wait 1 minute before you go and find another egg, or do 5 jumping jacks. So whatever you want to write in there, I'm sure you can think of fun challenges. So let's talk about option number 3, which is more team-based and kind of like maybe a relay race. And in this, you will create small teams, maybe 3 to 4 students per team, and they take turns searching for the eggs. So if you're doing this outside, they will all be in their teams, and the first person in the team goes out, searches for an egg, brings it back to the team, they open it, and they all solve the problem on their recording sheet. They solve it together and compare their answers. And you, the teacher, can go around making sure that they got it correct. They will check in with you, and if it's correct, they go back out. The second person from that team goes out and finds another egg, and they repeat this until all 16 problems have been answered. And option number 4, so let's say you don't have a lot of space in your classroom or you can't go outside. You can keep all the eggs inside the basket and just have that and just have your basket somewhere in the front of your classroom and have 1 student or 2 students a day come up to the basket and they pick an egg, and they open it up, they they open it up and they place the math problem on the projector so that the whole class can see it, and the whole class solves this problem on their recording sheet. Or if you don't want them using a recording sheet, they can use their math journals or whiteboards, whatever you want to use. And they solve it, and that's it. That's done. That's a good way to review problems if you have a test coming up. And I know now is testing season, so this is a great activity for reviewing for state assessments, unit assessments, district-wide assessments, whatever assessments you're taking. So you can do 1 problem a day or 2 problems a day. I like to do 1 in the morning and 1 after lunch. And I also like to have, so some of the eggs have math problems in them, but then a few of the eggs only have a piece of candy or some kind of treat or trinket. And if a student picks that, guess what? They're not solving a math problem at that time. Everyone's getting that treat. So if you decide to do that, make sure you have enough treats for the whole class. And the last tip, option number 5, is a school-wide Easter egg hunt. You can do this with kindergarten through 5th grade if you want to go outside and everyone goes outside. I don't know how many Easter eggs you have, but I would assign a color for each grade level. So let's say kindergarten is yellow. They will all have 16 problems, and kindergarten can only go out and search for yellow eggs. Yeah, they'll see some pinks and blues and purples, but they're only looking for the yellow eggs and opening up the yellow eggs, answering that problem, and putting it back so that other kindergartners can come and answer it. And this is fun because you can have all of the eggs outside, and of course some of the eggs will just have some kind of treat or trinket, making it a little bit more fun that way. Or if you have a lot of treats and little toys, then all of the eggs can have a math problem and a little treat inside. So that's it. Those are my 5 tips for having a fun Easter math egg hunt at your school or in your classroom. Let me know if you try any of these, and if you have tips of your own, please let me know so that we can all learn from each other. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you again.